So, folks, welcome back to our broadcast here on eKartingNews.com. Let me give you the update of what's happening here today. We had an incident at the very start of our Mini-Max main event that blocked the track on the exit of turn number 10. David Cole has actually posted a video of that start on the eKartingNews.com Facebook page. So if you want to have a look, you can feel free to head over there and have a look at that. Give us a like while you're there. So what's happened is we had a red flag. The track was blocked. We had a red flag. A number of cars got damaged. So we have elected to let the Mini-Max drivers work on their cars, get them fixed, get them repaired, and we're going to go ahead and go racing with the senior drivers. So Senior Max, brought to you by Nash Motorsports, now on the racetrack. Mason Murata and Christian Brooks will be on row 1. Brendan Baker and Luke Selleck in row 2. Louis Pagano and stepping over Nikhil, row 3. Jim McKinney and Josh Kurtz, row 4. Jake Craig and Carly Taylor, row 5. Haley Groff and Bryce Choker on row 6. Field gets the green, and now we're underway, and we're racing again here in Phoenix. 2 drivers off, coming into the braking zone. 2 other drivers stacking it up. Bryce Choker, one of the drivers, dropped the wheel. There goes Jake Craig. He goes off track again. Craig getting together with, I can't remember who, I can't see who it is. I'll try to find out as they come back around. Dust everywhere. That looks like it was the 310 Haley Groff. So trouble for Jake Craig, who had fought his way back to the top 10. Ends up getting shuffled back once again, so Craig's got work to do here. Tough start, tough day all around for Jake Craig. Choker had gone off on the inside, coming out of turn 10 over to 11. He got pushed off to the side of the racetrack, so there was a lot of action in the opening corners. Let's have a look. First time by the stripe, they're going through 10, 11, over here to turn 12, straight away in front of my tower here. Murata with the lead. Baker into second. Selican sits third. Nikhil fourth. Pagano fifth. Brooks sixth. Kurtz seventh. McKinney eighth. Walker Hess up to ninth. Marco Eakins in 10th. Gustavo Menezes, who got spun around in the pre-main, went back to dead last, gets a decent start up to 13th. Bryce Choker holds on to 15th, and Jake Craig now in the 16th spot. So everyone's settling in for the fight right now. I got to feel bad for Jake Craig. Remember, he turned the fast lap of the race, I believe, in that pre-main. He was impressive working his way through the field. Had a chance to recover, a little redemption for him of that contact going to the second corner of the start to put him all the way back into 16th position. That said, we just get a chance to watch him come through the field again in that Formula K. Selican with the quickest lap on lap number 2, 47.236. Will this be a day for Luke Selican to find his way to the front, or do we see another new winner in Mason Murata? Winners so far in the senior category, Cedric Lupi and Brendan Baker and Christian Brooks yesterday. Cedric Lupi and the Canadian driver, not here in Phoenix, but was the winner of the opening round in Tucson. And yesterday was the rookie Christian Brooks. Impressive in his victory. Pagano now with the quickest lap. He currently sits in 5th position. 8 drivers essentially in the lead breakout. Josh Kurtz at the tail of that group. He's back quite a ways, though. He's back by probably over a half a second. We'll see if he can work his way back up into the group. But right now it's Murata leading, Baker second, Selican third, Nikhil 4th, Pagano 5th, Brooks, McKinney, and Kurtz. Jim McKinney goes by Christian Brooks at the end of the back straight to take over the 6th spot. Jake Craig has worked his way forward as well. Craig now, I believe, up into 13th or 14th. 14th spot for Jake Craig now. He's got some open racetrack in front of him, about a second and a half, as he tries to close up now on Bryce Choker, Philippe Dennis, and Walker Hess. Jim McKinney now with the fast lap, 46.924. Made a good move to get to the inside of Christian Brooks. McKinney showing some pace here. raw rookie last year in the senior category. He has stepped it up, though. McKinney's become a force here, looking strong, and a track he knows very well here in Phoenix. Again, McKinney resets fast time, 46.889. He's trying to close up now on Pagano, who runs fifth. Gustavo Menezes has been able to work his way into the top 10 now ninth. So he's the next driver after this top 8. Josh Kurt still just over a half a second behind Christian Brooks. So Kurt's in the 3:51, still running strong. But let's see what kind of times that Menezes can lay down from the 9th position. Jake Craig now closing up on the tail of that pack. That includes Menezes, Marco Eakins, Bryce Choker, Philippe Dennis, and Walker Hess. Craig already by Walker Hess. He just set fast lap, 46.841. What did I say? We are going to see a run out of Jake Craig. Still 5.7 seconds behind the leaders after that incident. I think he would have been a driver to watch to challenge for a race win here today. But just no luck whatsoever. All it's going to take is these leaders to start dicing it out to give Craig a chance to close up. Murata still holds the position, but Selikin's been able to get by Baker for second. Selikin now with the fast lap, 46.788. Craig resets it again, 46.746. Craig in 13th. Make that 12th as he goes to the inside of Philippe Dennis over in turn number 3. We haven't seen a lot of passes in 3. It takes a little finesse. You got to put the car to the inside, get it up and over the curb, and you got to roll her up on 2 wheels and be able to get it rotated around to get a good exit out of the corner. Craig expertly got by Dennis that time. Now he's trying to close up here on Marco Eakins. Craig quickly by Eakins in turn number 11. Eakins was on the Formula K yesterday, moved to the F8 today, and he just watched his fellow Kart fly right by him. The Formula K slides by Eakins. And now Craig into 11th spot. He'll now set out after Bryce Choker. Out front, 3 drivers breaking away. Murata, Selikin, and Baker. Nikhil runs 4th. I want to say McKinney by Pagano. McKinney up to 5th, I think. Yes. Good run here for Jim McKinney today. Good pass there for Josh Kurtz. Kurtz goes by Christian Brooks as well. So Brooks, the winner yesterday, finds himself mired back in around 7th right now. Man, Craig, the man on the move right now. He is on a mission. Gustavo Menezes by himself on the racetrack. He could have a bit of help. We'll have a look at the lap times between Menezes and Craig. Actually, Menezes just turned his best, 46.887, essentially the same as the leaders. All the 3 leaders turning 46.8s. Craig now closing up on Choker by about 4 lengths back. Craig, another fast lap, 46.773. A 10th quicker than the leaders. Still 15 laps to go. All the leaders running either 46.7s or 46.8s. Kurtz having a great run here as he and Brooks able to get by McKinney. So Josh Kurtz now up into 5th spot. 6th is Brooks, 7th McKinney, 8th. That's 322 of Nikhil now. Kurtz has got pushed to the back a little bit. Craig now right on the rear bumper of Choker. Resets fast time again, a 46.727. Nikhil now 5th. Brooks 6th. McKinney 7th. Kurtz 8th. Less than 3 seconds, actually 2.5, separate your top 8. I got to expect here comes the move from Jake Craig, either at the end of the straightaway in turn 11. He's right behind Choker. New leader as well. Selikin takes the lead at the end of the straightaway. Selikin now into the lead. Craig has caught Choker but has not found a way by yet. Luke Selikin now your leader. Top 3 drivers all on OTK products, but all different teams. Luke Selikin for Olsen Performance Group, Mason Murata for Ryan Perry Motorsports, and Brendan Baker with Nash Motorsports. Here goes Murata back to the lead. Mason Murata trying to become the 4th different winner here in Senior Max this year. Craig able to get by Choker, so Jake Craig now into the 10th spot. Top 10 run for Craig after falling way down the order. Gustavo Menezes now with quick lap, 46.701. He's only 1.2 seconds behind the tail of this group. Menezes is up on the wheel and moving. 12 laps to go. He has a chance to catch the tail of the group. Craig, I think, is going to have trouble. He may stop at 10th. Selikin throws the Cosmic back down the inside. 3 wide coming out of 11. Selikin leads. Murata second. Here comes the racing now, folks, at the lead. I'll tell you, Louis Pagano is saying, go race, race. Let's do this. Baker to the inside of Murata over in turn number 3. Pagano. He and Nikhil loving what they're seeing in front of them right now. Jake Craig still 5.1 seconds behind the leader, 1.8 behind Menezes. Menezes 0.2 quicker than Kurtz last time by. He's only a second back with 11 to go. Menezes may catch up here as well. There's a pass for the 4th position. Nikhil goes by Pagano. Another pass for the lead. Brendan Baker back to the point. Top 5 drivers, nose to tail. This is more like what we saw in Tucson. David Cole's whispered in my ear here, do not count out Menezes or Craig, and I have to agree. I think Menezes has a shot here if he can keep turning some good laps. At least get into the tail of that group to have some fun, because they're not done up front yet. They start battling, and they're slowing their lap times down every time they do that. Baker leads. Here comes Murata. He's going to go for both of them. No, Murata gets by just Selikin. He goes to second. Nikhil right in there now. Check this out. 6th, 7th, and 8th coming to play. Brooks, McKinney, and Kurtz. And here comes Gustavo Menezes. Gustavo Menezes back there in 9th position right now. He's in a hurry. He's been by himself for the whole race. He wants to get up there to have someone to talk to. He's coming. Menezes 46.844, another 1/10 of a second quicker than the end of the lead pack. Menezes up on the wheel. They need to be racing a little bit more in front of them because they're closing. Craig's got his head down too. He's begging for more. Murata, though, slides into that 2nd position. I'm not sure if he's going to be real intent on going into the lead right now. Maybe just sitting second for a bit. Menezes not that far behind Kurtz. He was quicker by 0.2 of a second this time. Menezes ready to make this fun. He's trying to get to the tail of this group. In fact, Gustavo just 2.8 seconds back. We're stacking it up here in Senior Max. Baker, Murata, Selikin, Nikhil, Pagano, your top five. Brooks, McKinney, and Kurtz right there. There goes Murata to the inside. Book it. Murata retakes the lead. Nikhil goes to the inside of Selikin, stacking him up even more. Menezes sees what's happening up front. He knows he's got a hot rod here still. Even with that pass, Murata 46.836. He's going to try to pull away a bit. As again, as I said, he would be the fourth different winner this year in Senior Max. Jake Craig, the only non-OTK car, I believe, in the top 15 now. New driver into second. Stepanova Nikhil goes into second. He has methodically worked his way up to P2. Nikhil, the 2010 U.S. Grand National Champion in the Senior Max category. Into the second spot. Actually, maybe back to third now. I think Baker was able to get back by. All this racing behind him, though, has allowed Murata to pull out to a half a second advantage. Murata looking to bring a big victory here to Ryan Perry Motorsports. Nikhil trying to get up in there. Look at that slide job, late move there for Selikin as he's able to slip through. Nikhil and Baker together. Nikhil and Brendan Baker together, second and third place drivers together in turn number 11. Baker able to continue, but he falls back to 10th. Nikhil's going to jump back behind the wheel and restart it. There was a race director right there, so someone saw what happened. I did not. All of a sudden, David Cole had a look at it. He said Nikhil trying to move to the inside of 11. Baker didn't want to give it up, and the contact sent them both off the racetrack. This has given a huge lead, and what you got to think will be the race win to Mason Murata. Selikin goes into third or second. How about Christian Brooks now into third? A couple other drivers we lost as well. McKinney is gone. We don't know where Jim McKinney is. Louis Pagano as well. Here's Pagano well back, trying to find out what happened to these guys. McKinney and Pagano falling down the order. Oh, McKinney right out onto the racetrack trying to ask what happened there. He is not pleased. Helmet off, suit off, stripped down to the waist to McKinney. Out onto the edge of the track, waving his hands in the air, asking what happened with he and Pagano. That obviously happened outside our view, but McKinney not pleased at all. Right in front of another one of our race directors, one of the assistant race directors out in the corner. Gustavo Menezes, for some unknown ability, up into fourth position after all the craziness. Menezes into fourth. Jake Craig now sixth. Here's your top 10 here, folks, with 3 to go. Murata leads. Selikin second. Brooks in third. Menezes now fourth. Josh Kurtz in fifth. Jake Craig sixth. Bryce Choker seventh. Brendan Baker eighth. Louis Pagano ninth. And Justice Lepe rounding out your top 10. Carnage at the end of this one. Murata, 1.6 seconds, your leader. Selikin in second, Brooks in third. Menezes, though, quicker than both Brooks and Selikin by 0.2 of a second. Menezes is coming on strong here. 2 laps to go. Once again, Menezes quicker by about 1/10 of a second, but he's back by 0.6. He needs Brooks to start racing with Selikin if he wants to get on the podium here. This has really shook things up, though, folks. Baker was in fourth in points. McKinney and Pagano 7th and 8th. Brooks is your leader, but Mason Murata currently 3rd in points. He could jump to the lead here with a race win. Fast lap of the race belongs to Gustavo Menezes, so none of our point players are going to be able to grab that 5-point bonus now unless someone rolls one out here. Brooks has got to watch out for Menezes now. He's closing. White flag flying for Mason Murata. Will we have our fourth different winner? Top four drivers, four different teams again. All on OTK. Murata for Ryan Perry Motorsports. Selican for Rolison Performance Group. Christian Brooks for Nash Motorsports. And Gustavo Menezes for Two Wild Karting. Mason Murata has shown great poise throughout this weekend and today as well. He's been fast, he's been right there, but he's been smart. He's been really patient, really calm. It's going to pay off here today, folks. The fourth different winner of the Challenge of the Americas in 2015. The winner in Senior Max, Mason Murata. Murata wins. Selican second, Brooks third, Menezes fourth, Kurtz fifth. Jake Craig, after that issue at the start, up into sixth position. Bryce Choker, seventh. Brendan Baker, eighth. Louis Pagano, ninth. And Justice Leppy round out the top 10. Mason Murata, folks, what a run for him. 1.1 second the advantage over Luke Selican. Murata, the victor. Selican second. And yesterday's winner, the rookie Christian Brooks, keeps himself in this championship chase with a strong run to third after falling as far back as eighth in the early going. Man, that was the battle we were looking for. We didn't get one yesterday, but we got it today, did we not? What a great race that was in Nash Motorsports Rotax Senior. We're going to go right into the Mini-Max drivers right now. Mini-Max, you should be ready to go. We'll get you an update exactly what's happening here right now. But Mini-Max drivers, we expect you will be next up for your main event. Folks, stay with us. We got more to come. Live coverage continuing here from Phoenix, Arizona on eKartingNews.com.